What if I told you that 90% of books on Amazon never sell more than a handful of copies? No, it's not because they're bad. It's because no one knows they exist. You poured your soul into your book. The late nights, the edits, the rewrites. And now, it's sitting on Amazon, collecting digital dust. Why? Because writing the book is only half the battle. Selling it? That's an entirely different game. Here's the harsh truth. If your book isn't selling, it's probably not the algorithm's fault. It's your niche, your cover, your keywords, your description. But don't worry, that's fixable. In this video, I'll break down the top mistakes self-published authors make on KDP. And more importantly, how to avoid them. You're going to learn why some authors consistently rack up sales, while others never make it past a couple dozen. I'll show you real examples of what works, what doesn't, and why certain books pop while others flop. If you've ever stared at your KDP dashboard wondering what went wrong, this is for you. So if you're tired of zero royalties and want your book to actually get noticed and bought, stick around. You're about to gain a roadmap most authors never figure out. Click on the subscribe button for more contents like this. Let's start with the first killer mistake, choosing the wrong niche. This one decision can completely determine whether your book thrives or vanishes into the void. Too many authors write what they want, not what the market wants. If no one's searching for your topic, no one's buying your book. It's that simple. Take a second to check. Is your niche overcrowded with big names? Or is it so obscure that no one even looks it up? Success on KDP isn't just about passion. It's about strategy. Here's a real-world example. Mindfulness for teens has way less competition and a clearer audience than the vague category of self-help. Specific sells. Broad blends in. Use tools like Amazon's autocomplete and the Kindle bestseller list to see what people are actually searching for. Look for gaps, niches with demand but weak competition. If you can align your content with what people already want, while offering a fresh angle, you've already won half the battle. Publishing in the right niche is like setting up shop where the traffic already flows. Ignore this, and you might be writing for an audience that simply doesn't exist. Your book cover isn't just decoration. It's your first impression. And guess what? People do judge books by their covers, especially online. Imagine you're scrolling Amazon. You've got 1 second to decide if something looks interesting. If your cover looks amateur, cluttered, or bland, people skip. Instantly. No hesitation. Most beginner authors try to design their covers themselves. They open Canva, grab a few stock photos, toss in some fonts, and hope it works. But here's the reality. Self-designed covers scream low quality. A good cover does 3 things fast. It shows the genre clearly. It targets the right audience. It looks professional, even in thumbnail size, where most people first see it. Compare a best-selling romance with soft pastels and elegant fonts to a DIY one with dark colors and 5 different typefaces. It's night and day. One sells, one gets ignored. The solution? Hire a designer, or at least use proven cover templates tailored to your genre. Sites like 99 Designs, Fiverr, Readsy, or even BookBrush can help elevate your visual game without breaking the bank. People buy with their eyes first. If your cover doesn't spark curiosity or confidence, no one will even click to read the blurb, let alone buy your book. So someone clicks on your book. Great. But now comes the next big hurdle, your book description. And for most authors, this is where sales go to die. If your description is just a summary of your book, you're doing it wrong. Amazon isn't a library. It's a marketplace. And your description is your sales pitch. You've got just a few seconds to convince someone they need your book. That means you need copywriting, not just content. Start with a bold hook, something that grabs attention. Then build curiosity. What problem does your book solve? What transformation does it promise? Use formatting to break it up. Bullet points, bold headers, short paragraphs. No one reads a giant wall of text on Amazon. And most importantly, speak to the reader. Don't just describe what's in the book. Tell them what they'll get out of reading it. Think, learn how to stop procrastinating in 7 days, instead of, this book talks about productivity techniques. If your description doesn't trigger desire or emotion, it's just white noise. But if it connects with the reader's pain or goal, That's when they click Buy Now. Publishing your book and just hoping people find it? That's not a strategy. It's a gamble. One of the biggest mistakes self-published authors make is launching without a plan. The first 30 days of your book's life on Amazon are crucial. That's when the algorithm is watching and deciding whether to push your book or bury it. So what's your job during that window? Drive traffic, get reviews, build momentum. Start by building a launch team. Even 5 to 10 people who will read and review early can make a huge difference. Make sure your book has at least 3 to 5 reviews within the first week. Leverage your email list if you have one. Don't have one? Then you need to start growing one. It's your most powerful launch asset. Plan a promo. Use tools like BookFunnel, Readsy Discovery, or even a free promo via Kindle Countdown. And don't forget to time your social media posts, email blasts, and ad campaigns. You can't go viral by accident, but with a solid launch strategy, you can signal to Amazon that your book is worth showing and start racking up sales from day one. You've now seen the blueprint. Pick the right niche that people are actually searching for. Invest in a book cover that stops the scroll. Choose keywords that get your book seen. Craft a description that makes readers say, "I need this." Plan your launch like it matters, because it does. And most importantly, think long-term. This isn't a guessing game anymore. It's a repeatable system. The more you treat your self-publishing like a business, the more the results will treat you like a professional. Picture this. You wake up, grab your coffee, open your KDP dashboard, and see sales. Not once in a while, but every single day. That's what happens when you stop winging it and start applying real strategy. Maybe you've already published and it flopped. That's okay. You can relaunch, you can rebrand, you can rebuild. The best part about Amazon KDP is you're never locked in. You can edit, upgrade, and optimize. Maybe you're on your first book and terrified it'll disappear into the void. It won't, if you apply what you just learned. And if you've been sitting on your manuscript for months, afraid to publish, this is your sign. The market doesn't reward perfect. It rewards persistence and iteration. So here's your next step. Checkmark rewatch this video and take notes. Audit your book. Niche, cover, keywords, description, launch. Fix what's broken. Double down on what works. And then, go. Publish with confidence. Market with clarity. Because your book deserves readers, and readers deserve your book. If this video helped unlock something for you, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment below with the biggest insight you're walking away with. You've already done the hardest part, writing. Now, let's make it profitable. Let's make it visible. And let's make this the year your author career becomes real. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe to The Silent Publisher for more content like this.